Love Yoga, and thank you for joining us on this 30-day yoga pose challenge. Today is day 8 and another standing pose. I am excited for pose 8 because we are doing Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. And we will be doing 3 different warrior poses, Warrior 1, Warrior 2, and then at the end, closer to our 30-day mark, we will be doing Warrior 3, which is standing and balancing as well. A little more challenging. So today we're starting with Warrior 1. And we're going to come to mountain pose. Big toes to touch, heels are slightly apart, arms are at our side, palms facing forward, navel's in, ribs are in, shoulders are down, not up by our ears. Energy in our legs. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Sigh it out. Let's do one more of those. Inhale. And sigh it out. Okay. Just getting us into our space today. And if you have time before any of these poses each day that are about 10-15 minutes of practice, certainly on your own time, feel free to do a warm-up, stay after the video to practice any of the previous poses. But we just want to give 10 to 15 minutes of time for you today to practice this one pose, Warrior 1. So from our mountain pose, we are actually going to, we're going to ground down through our left foot. We're just going to step back. Just go ahead and step back with your right foot. So step back, wherever it is fine. And we'll slowly take it through and then we'll put it all together. Okay, so when I step back, I don't know if you can tell here, but I don't want to be on a tightrope. I'm not on an even one straight line because that will be way too balanced. So our back foot's going to be slightly separated, maybe about hip width distance. So as you step back, just kind of step back hip width distance. And at any time in the pose, if you feel unstable or you feel like something's just not quite right, you can heel toe that front foot out towards the edge of your mat to create a little more space in between. Okay, but working from our back foot, we're going to have our back foot at a 45-degree angle, so our toes are spun slightly farther out than our heel. This back leg is going to be straight. And so you'll hear me say, find length or really pressing down to the outer edge of our back foot. So as I was there with you, pushing this outer edge of your foot down into the mat. And right now it's easier to concentrate on because that's all we're doing. But as we start moving our front leg and our hips and our chest and our arms, sometimes little things fall out of position. So then we'll cue it all in again and make sure everything's tight. All right, so toes 45 degrees, or foot 45 degrees angle, toes slightly out, back leg straight. Now, so you're here. We're going to play with the length in between our feet. This front knee is going to bend here. So I don't want it too close together and I don't want a huge lunge. I don't know what that is, maybe 2 feet. But you'll play with it and see what's comfortable for you. Now, our hips need to be facing forward, neutral. So this front knee is going to bend. So our knee is tracking over our ankle. So the front leg is bent, back leg is straight. And so you can already kind of feel like, whoa, I'm twisting, I'm a little wobbly. Again, push that front foot out if you need to. And really pay attention to that outer edge of this back foot. It'll create length in this straight leg. Also, if you really concentrate, we're going to spin and we're going to make sure that this hip is facing forward. So we're going to draw the other hip, this left hip, back, and the right hip forward. And that's going to just neutral, put our hips in a neutral position. So we're going to sink down that front knee, checking our hips are neutral. Our knee is over our ankle. Back leg is straight. Our arms are going to go up next to our ears, shoulder width. Straight arms. Palms facing each other. Your pinky can spiral in slightly. Let's take a deep inhale here and find some length. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that front knee. while pressing down through the outer edge of the back foot. Check if your ribs might have started to splay out a little. Guide everything in, nice and tight. And this is Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. Okay, now I'm going to take it a little bit farther. In fact, let's just do that one more time. So we're going to be standing in mountain pose. Go ahead and step it back with that right foot, 45-degree angle. Straight back leg, sink into the front knee. Check those hips, right? Because sometimes you start to go this way too much, our knee might start to come in. So it is a lot to think about, but once you've done it quite a few times, a little bit of practice each day, here and there, you'll get it. All right, so front knee is bent, back knee is straight. Bent knee hip goes back, front straight leg hip guides forward so that we are neutral. We're sinking down, arms go up, shoulder width distance, palms face each other, pinky spiral in. Take a deep breath, find some length, and sink into that front knee. And so if we are in this pose, we will, sometimes in a class you'll hold it for probably 3 breaths or so. And go ahead and step that back foot up gently to meet the front and roll up slowly. Now, if you'd like to, take it a little bit farther for this tutorial, because as you're in a class and you're flowing from pose to pose, you traditionally, I would say, for the most part, wouldn't just step back. Every once in a while, but usually we might go from our downward facing dog. So I'm going to demonstrate that, and if you feel you would like to try that, that would be great. See what happens. We already did down dog, and now we're just adding on Warrior One. So you know the 2 poses, it's just putting breath to movement and flowing together quickly. It's small little baby steps, right? All right, so if we are in down dog, heels are guiding towards the mat. Let's bend our knees slightly. Fingertips are spread wide. Okay. Take a deep inhale, side out. Okay, we're going to inhale, we're going to lift our right leg behind us. We're going to exhale, step it through your foot to your wrist. About. We're not going for the splits, we're just reaching that foot up there basically to separate our legs. Now we're going to plant that back foot, 45-degree angle, toe slightly lower than the ankle. Back leg is going to stay straight, and as we rise up, we're going to bend that front knee. Our arms go tall. Palms facing each other. Now I think I'm a little wide, so I will just, usually when you make an adjustment, you want to use this front leg, so whether it's back, side, or forward and back. You can see on camera here. So you can see here my ankle. I'm guiding this bent leg, hip back. I'm guiding through my back edge of my right leg forward. So we just work from the bottom up, sink it down. We inhale, arms go high. Tighten everything. Inhale for length. Exhale, sink it. And 1. And release it down. You can plant your hands to the mat. Step that bent leg, front leg back. Push back. And that completes today, day 8, Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1.